Hello guys, Keep On TV and back for yet another video. Before we get into this video, let's see if we get 50 likes. And if you haven't already, make sure to drop a sub. So, we're going to be talking about Lee Bowyers yet again in today's video. There is concerns over his future at the club. Of course, he's got 1 year left on his contract at the club. And there's been rumours about Lee Bowyers potentially leaving the club this summer before the new season starts. Now, if this does happen, I think we're in massive, massive trouble because who is actually going to want to come into this mess? This is a mess of a football club. Lee Bowyers has, well, in his first season, he got safe. We was in, don't forget, before Lee Bowyers came into the football club, we lost 3-0 at home to Bristol City, and it looked like we was getting relegated. It looked like we was nailed on to get relegated. With 2 games left, he kept us up. We were safe with 2 games left, and we played the kids, in them 2 fixtures. So, this season, yes, there's been point deductions, we get that. But we're on course to beat our points tally from last season. And I know we're not mathematically safe, but we're basically safe with like 5 or 6 games remaining. And I'm thinking to myself, Lee Bowyers, I mean, he took this job on. He knew what he was gonna go. He knew what he was gonna be in for. He knew there was, he knew he wasn't. I think he knew he wasn't getting backs really. The owners probably promised him, he's going to be backed and that. But let's be honest, the owners always lie. I mean, I remember as well when Gary Monk, we had the same situation with Gary Monk a couple of years back. I mentioned this on my video. I think it was yesterday. Gary Monk left, and instead of bringing in a good manager to replace Gary Monk, they just give it to Pep Clotet, the assistant. Monk's assistant. So what I fear is if Lee Bowyers leaves, we're just going to bring in some garbage manager and we're going to get relegated. There's a massive possibility that we could get relegated next season. If Lee Bowyers leaves, then I don't know what's going to happen really, because he is probably the only one that wants to move this football club forward and has the football club at heart, because I don't know what's going to happen next season. I can't predict the future. But if we have a new manager in, a new manager won't really do much anyway. We could have Pep or Klopp, and we need a massive, massive rebuild. Massive, massive rebuild. We need like a host of players out, 10 or more players out in the summer. That's obviously not going to happen. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think, because I'm a bit nervous and a bit anxious really to see what happens, because these reports have been shut down by people like Tom Ross and that, but I do think there's something in it. I do think there's something in it, because we've seen this all before with managers. They don't get backed and then they leave. Or, they have a row with the board over whatever. And I don't want that to happen again, because we need when is the last time that we had a manager long term? We'll have to go back to Steve Bruce. That was nearly 2 decades ago. The longest serving manager we've had since Steve Bruce, I believe, is Gary Rowett. And he managed us for about, well, he come in about 2.5 seasons. Lee Bowyers is looking to be, he's a young and upcoming manager. He's learning on the job. He learned a lot at Charlton. Got them promoted as well. They played some really good football, Charlton did, when he was with them the season they got promoted. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. And by the way as well, another question for you guys. If Lee Bowyers does walk in the summer, who's actually going to come in? Who's going to come in? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Keep on TV. Make sure to like, share and also subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and keep on time.